You walk into a Navili Canal bar in Milan right at 6:30 p.m. You've been practicing with your language app for months. The bartender looks your way, and you confidently deliver a perfectly rehearsed un aperitivo. He doesn't smile. He fires back a clipped phrase you barely catch, gestures vaguely toward a food spread, and instantly turns to the next customer. You're left standing there holding a Campari spritz, wondering what went wrong. Your app didn't teach you the wrong vocabulary. It failed to prepare you for the speed of the interaction. He actually said, "Il buffet est là, vai." The buffet is there. Go ahead. He just delivered it at the blinding pace of someone who has said it 400 times this week. Standard Italian is Florentine-derived. It's built to be melodic, expressive, and theatrical. In a northern commercial environment, that sing-song rhythm feels out of place. This chart maps the gap between textbook Italian and Milanese reality. Navigating the city effectively requires aligning with this specific operational rhythm and its focus on efficiency. To understand why Milan sounds like this, you have to look at its history. Centuries of Spanish, Austrian, and French control influenced the local vocabulary and stripped away the liquid, lingering vowels common in the south. This antique map of the Duchy of Milan shows its historic trade routes. As a dense commercial hub for over 500 years, the city re-engineered the Italian language to prioritize speed over poetry. Visitors frequently misinterpret this. When a local gives you a rapid, one-word answer, it isn't cold or rude. It is simply the dialect of business. In practice, final vowels get truncated. Infinitives like mangiare get chopped down to mangiar. A sentiment that takes 8 words in central Italy gets compressed into a tiny, efficient fragment here. To be taken seriously, you have to move past the grammar you learned from books and internalize this specific staccato cadence. Let's look at the first major trade-off, pacing. Using standard Italian as your input means delivering full, round vowels and drawing out phrases into 3 or 4-beat melodies. This flowchart shows the outcome of standard pacing. While locals understand you, it signals visitor status and breaks conversational cadence. Now watch the Milanese input. Compressing phrases into 2 beats matches city efficiency and yields local respect. The ultimate test of this rhythm is the word dai. Depending entirely on speed and tone, it can mean let's go, hurry up, or you must be kidding. It replaces dozens of textbook grammar constructions, if you know how to pace it. Adopting this clipped rhythm will feel unnervingly curt at first, but you make this trade-off because matching the pace of the room is how the Milanese measure competence. When stepping into luxury commercial districts like Brera, the language shifts again. The Italian is closer to standard, but tightly controlled by strict formality rules. Most language curriculum suggests using the formal lei upon first meeting someone, and then transitioning quickly to the casual tu to build a warm rapport. In Milan, following that advice is a mistake. Dropping into tu too quickly violates unwritten social boundaries. If you rush it with a shop owner or a senior business contact, you look overly familiar and presumptuous. The correct operational role is to default strictly to lei and wait. Do not switch until the local explicitly invites you to use the casual form. You have to maintain a professional distance longer than you would in Rome. That boundary is the prerequisite for building trust in this city. Beyond grammar and pacing, integration requires adopting local rituals. Take a look at this dark wood bar interior. This is where aperitivo mechanics happen. Treating aperitivo as a quick 30-minute stop forfeits the actual experience. A single drink purchase unlocks a 3-hour ritual that acts as the city's primary social and professional networking event. Navigating these social spaces also requires passive dialect recognition. You don't need to speak traditional Milanese, but you must understand it to read the room. For example, if you break a social code, you might hear the phrase faminga. It means it's not done, and locals use it to signal disapproval without ever raising their voices. Textbooks say to call this well-groomed older woman signora, but using the local term shura acknowledges her cultural archetype and signals you understand the city. Learning this off-book vocabulary is an upfront effort, but it pays off immediately by giving you the context to follow a fast-paced conversation instead of just nodding along. Based on your timeline, how much of this specific dialect do you actually need? This chart plots stay duration against professional stakes. In the tourist zone, focus on buffet rules and asking quanto costa, but in the expat zone, your requirements change. Mastering the lay boundary and the clipped pacing is necessary for survival. Matching your study effort to your specific scenario prevents wasted time and optimizes your path to local respect. General language courses prioritize standard grammar and the round vowels of Central Italy. They rarely account for the specific timing or the strict social boundaries of Milanese street speech. That's why you need StreetTongue. This app trains you on high-leverage local scenarios, like negotiating in a boutique or navigating an aperitivo bar, using AI pronunciation scoring to evaluate your delivery of clipped Milanese phrases. Milan expects you to move at its speed. StreetTongue's feedback ensures you nail the local rhythm before you even step off the train at Centrale or Cadorna station. What city's local slang or conversational rhythm completely surprised you? Let us know in the comments below, and click the link in the description to download StreetTongue and start practicing today.